is a beautiful place, situated in beautiful scenery and in a lovely country, India. The course was challenging, and it was challenging from the beginning for a lot of people, and especially me. I had never practiced so many asanas for such a long period, so we had 2 sets of 2 hours, but it was challenging at first, but immediately rewarding, and that's a very beautiful thing to have, immediate satisfaction. The pranayama, the breathing practices, were fairly new to me. We don't do much in the way of breathing in the West, as well as the cleansing processes, the vomiting and the nasal cleansing. So it was fascinating to try new concepts from a very old tradition. And I think you have to come to India to reap the benefits as much as you can, because some things have been forgotten or totally ignored. And yoga as a whole is far more than just the asanas, and you learn that in a very true sense here at the ashram and in India. The mornings were difficult at first. I would recommend maybe preparing yourself a few weeks in advance and trying to get up early if possible, so you're not tired in the morning, so you're not lethargic, and so you can get the most out of the early morning chanting, meditation, and practices. The food, of course, is great. I eat Indian food every day as it is, so it was beautiful, it was well made, and really good recipes that are available, and a variety of food other than chapati, but that's okay. Chapati at every meal is just fine. The ashram atmosphere itself was very spiritual. Every single person here has their own spiritual journey and experience, and most people want to share their experience with you. So you learn a lot from the people, just talking to people, watching people. You learn lots about your own spirituality as well if you make the time. But it is a beautiful setting to have that experience if you want it. A lot of people do want it if they're coming here, of course. The lectures were interesting. I didn't realize there was going to be so many lectures, and we usually had a few lectures every day for the first few weeks. And that was really nice. They brought people in from Mumbai and the cities and special guests, and that was really cool and pretty insightful. So learning things that we hadn't learned about necessarily before, especially in the West. I'm from Canada.
I loved everything from chanting in the morning to stories at night. I learned a lot about meditations, different techniques and asanas. And I learned a lot about yoga, which was my main goal to come here. And the food as well was fantastic. And everybody.
Yeah, I loved many things as well. Mainly the true meaning of yoga, because there's a huge misconception out there. So you really learn what yoga truly is. All about the cleansing processes, because I like cleansing and detoxifying, and it's an incredibly nurturing environment from the staff.
Yes, I agree with everything everyone said. It's a fantastic course, really well structured. Everyone's really friendly and lovely. The asana practice and learning about yoga is really interesting. I learned heaps that I didn't know about. The ashram is situated in a beautiful position, and you see a lot of the Indian local life if you go for nice walks, which is available anytime. And and the food is very, very good. And it's been a good detox for me, no coffee, and and I feel great at the end of it. It's been an achievement.
I don't find it really difficult to be here because I want to be here. So I did enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, the only thing at first, waking up at 5, you're not used to it. Coming from one side of the world to the other side of the world, and changing your school schedule, that was hard at first, but I think I got used to it, so I don't think there's much things I don't like. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it was a challenge because I drink coffee and I eat meat and drink alcohol. So it was a good thing for me to be here, and I really, really loved it. And apart of that, I think everything was just fantastic. Nothing wrong. Nothing hard either. It's beautiful.
Yeah, a few challenges. Being a mother and having 2 young children, that was one of the biggest challenges, to leave everyone behind. But I feel that I've grown more as an individual. Also being a meat eater, but it's just something that you get over and get on with, and the food's been amazing. So it's all positive. There's nothing negative here at all. And I'm going to cry.
It was a very big personal challenge for me, being an older person. I haven't sat in a classroom. I had to do any assignments or exams, etc. for 30 years. And also I'm a free and easy person, so being here in an environment with a lot of people and sort of having to stay here for a while was a challenge, but very good for my discipline, self-discipline. I got to mention before it was a great opportunity to meet a lot of beautiful, lovely people from all over the world, and that was a real plus about the ashram as well. It's been a big achievement, mentally and physically for me. That's all.
Greatest achievement from being here. Or what was the important thing that you got from being in the course? Why you came to the course?
Actually, I just want to look into it deeper. I think I have achieved a lot from this course, and I think after leaving here, there seems to be some changes in my life as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I came here mostly because in Western culture, like yoga is like, it's very different, you know. I was like kind of confused, so I wanted to know what really it's about, you know, like the roots of yoga. And I think it's been quite a change for me. It's gave me like the beginning of my journey, my real journey into yoga. So yeah, it's just like the first footprints.
I wanted to be a yoga teacher. I wanted to share yoga with other people because for me yoga is very important. But I thought I didn't know enough to be able to teach others. And coming here, I learned so much. And for me, I was very satisfied to achieve this level of knowledge of yoga, to share with other people. It's been fantastic. Sorry, I'm going to say
the ashram drew me very close. I had a really strong connection when looking on the internet. So I really wanted to be in the birthplace of yoga, and this exceeded any expectations I had, which there weren't many. But, on a personal level, I've grown spiritually, physically as well, mentally, but understanding what's really important in life. And again, I think that's lost everywhere. So,
Andy, that's right. Why I came. Yeah, I had mainly I was intrigued by yoga. Someone told me once, yoga comes to you. You don't go to yoga. I think that was the case. So we started going to classes, and I thought that I know there's thousands of years behind yoga, and I'd like to know more about it. And with the hope, perhaps, to get practice and to know enough to be able to teach it one day. But yeah, it's been a huge personal gain to be here.
thank you.
I'm going to cry now.
Which was really cool. And then they also did additional things. So we got to learn a bit about henna. We got to have our palm read, which palmistry is very interesting, and learned about spices and cooking, and you do other things other than just yoga every day. There's a few other things that they bring in to the days, which makes it interesting and keeps your interest sparked anyhow. And just being here, being in India, wandering around the towns and the roads and into the cities, and just experiencing India as a whole, and not just about ashram and not just about yoga, but it's about the people you meet, the Indian people, the people who work here, and your experience throughout the beautiful country. So, yeah, come. It's a wonderful place. Good. Thank you.